Kibbs Studio with another episode of Final Fantasy VI with your host Kibbs and friend,
Awesome.
presenting the world of ruin. It's a dreadful place. It is depressing. Viewer discretion is advised. You may see some fucked up shit. Anyways, we left off last time and she was all passed out on the rocky bench there.
Right.
This continent, you can kind of tell there's some grass and everything, but she was more to the right on the map. But
Right.
we came to the town of Albrook. And there's a tower.
Mm-hmm.
It's Kefka's tower, basically.
Gotcha.
He's all sad and depressed about it. And see, nah, she, nah. So Kefka's the god.
Yeah.
It's been a year.
Yeah, so he's even stronger than before.
He's had time.
Yeah.
Bitch, move. Huh. Killing monsters.
It's
So
like,
everything floated from everywhere around the world to make that tower.
oh, really?
Yeah.
It's like, well, don't worry. We'll be Kefka. We have Terra.
Again.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah, we have a hybrid on our side.
Yeah. So 8 dragons steal away this awesome beast. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this is actually a mini quest.
Oh.
There are 8 dragons around the world.
Yeah.
Gotta find them all. And I think there's... It's a magicite, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But one of them is actually in the last area before the main boss and shit. Like, kind of like that in a way.
Oh, okay.
So you have to go there. That's the last one you gotta kill. And then you kind of gotta leave and do something else. First clue. Go north.
You again, you look like a man. Did you catch that?
Huh?
She said, yeah, you look like
Yeah.
like the man who was like, it's like, excuse me, bitch.
Excuse me?
So
Don't you think
what
you
Celeste
see-
should have said. It's like, you said I look like a man? Excuse me?
Obviously, these things are swaggering back and forth.
Yeah.
You know. And obviously, there's more definition than mine than yours, so eat a dick. Blondie.
It's like, oh wait, you do that every night. Whore.
So, what is new? What is new? Atlas Armlet. Raises fight damage. Barrier ring. Already Atlas.
Seems very useful. Make yourself stronger.
Yeah. You kick ass. And here's the barn that's not lively anymore. Used to have a bunch of soldiers in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh, we get to see a flashback? Yeah, there's all the soldiers.
Yeah, they're all dancing around. Having a good old time.
Mm-hmm. Drinking.
I mean, all these memories are really fresh in these people's minds because,
Mm-hmm.
like, it's only been a year.
All the soldiers are probably, with Kefka?
Dead, more than likely.
Yeah,
What's that old man?
I believe it. Motherfuckers. She just assumed her gender. See if it was taking HP away.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be another flashback.
Yeah.
The Light of Judgment.
Is that lightning bolt thing?
It's like bigger than that, I think, yeah, but essentially the same thing. It's taken out a
This
couple
is
times.
this is reminding me a lot of an arc in One Piece, actually.
Right?
When they go to Sky Island. It's an island in the sky on the clouds. There's a Devil Fruit user there who's taken over and calls himself God, basically.
2 so-called Atla weapons existed. one changed a person's power into a sword, and the other one was a monster meant for mass destruction. So we killed the monster, and there's a sword out there somewhere called Atma Weapon. It's the strongest.
The strongest sword in the game. Nice. Yeah, that arc is actually really cool. I like the villain in that arc. He ate the
So Pumbaba, Doomgaze, and the Eight Dragons are monsters that were released in the World of Ruin when it became so. Pumbaba is actually a questline for Terra, and Doomgaze is available as soon as you find Setzer and get the airship back. You have to fly around, and you will finally encounter Doomgaze.
Oh wow!
You have you encounter 4 or 5 times before he dies.
Oh.
Yeah. As I told you earlier, 8 dragons are out there.
Right. That guy in the One Piece arc that's similar to this. He lives up on a big, it's not really a tower because they're in the sky, but he has this temple and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But he ate the fruit that makes his body lightning. Like his body is made of lightning.
Yeah.
So basically he's impervious to any physical attack, because he can just, be lightning and the attacks will go through him, and the person will get electrocuted because they touched him. But Luffy happens to be a rubber man. So
is it just Luffy that can be drowned in water? Or is it all
anyone who's ate a devil fruit? So okay, he could be too. His name is Inaru. He could die in the water. Yeah. But he's so powerful that he actually if he was actually on the ground as a pirate, his bounty would be 400 million. That's what Luffy just now hit.
Yeah.
Where I'm watching it in the dub. So after the time skip is whenever he's at 400 million. When he fought Inaru, his was 200 million, probably half of what Inaru's would have been. The only reason he's able to beat Inaru is because he's a rubber man.
He's a rubber man.
Yeah, so he literally couldn't be hurt by Inaru.
Anyone.
He could still be hurt by him, but he was resistant to him because he was rubber. But his is there's 3 different types. There's zone types, which are ones that let you get 3 different transformations. And it's always an animal. It's an animal transformation.
Always an animal.
So you get your normal. There's your normal form, basically. There's a kind of hybrid form, and then there's the full beast form. And typically the hybrid form is the strongest. And there's ancient zone types, which are ones where people turn into dinosaurs or dragons, mythical or ancient types. So there's one mythical type guy. He turns into a phoenix, so his healing powers are crazy good because he's a phoenix.
Crazy good.
Yeah. Now Chopper, the reindeer that's on part of the Straw Hats, the doctor
Chopper,
Tony Chopper, he is his own type devil fruit eater because he is a reindeer, but he ate the human fruit, and that's why he's able to talk and turn himself into a muscular. Yeah, he ate the human fruit. That's why he's that's why he can talk, and he's a doctor and all that good stuff. He's the ship's doctor. The other type is the Paramecia type, which basically gives you a power. That's what it is. It's just a power. Your body doesn't really turn into that thing or anything like that. That's what Luffy has. So he's not actually made of rubber. He just has rubber powers.
Right.
That's why he can stretch and stuff like that. If he was actually made of rubber, he'd actually be bouncy all the time and stuff like that. But he's not actually made of rubber. He just has rubber powers. That's why he's a resistance to electricity. The other type, I forget its name, but that's the one you're made out of the actual element of the fruit. So.
Go and give her the Genji glove.
Oh yeah, so she has 2 weapons. Yeah.
North to Zen.
Luffy's older adopted brother, Ace, he ate the flame fruit, so he's made out of fire, basically.
Right. Silver Trench used to be deep underwater. Now it's above sea level.
But
remember the Silver Trench is the one that we went through to get Mog's dance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one. Above. Wow. And
there's a Cult of Kefka Tower group there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dope. But that Inaru guy, the way that lightning bolt,
Oh yeah.
a lot of Kefka reminded me because Inaru, one of his powers, he can just make a lightning bolt appear anywhere.
It's Sabin.
Really? Yeah. Nice. So, Eric, cool. You got your new teammate. Yeah.
See if the child's in there. Can't hold forever, so get him out and herm. Another 6 minutes. I don't remember if there's anything in here worthwhile, but we're gonna find out. There's a chest and there's monsters.
You have to fight stuff in here. Oh my god! Do you just run, or do they all die pretty easily?
Well, since I gave it the Gingy glove, it might be easier now.
Yeah.
And they're kind of slow because nothing has attacked me. You tried and missed. Rook. Heba. It petrified me at the last moment.
Really?
It knocked me out. Oh my god.
Weren't you less safe?
After my shopping spree.
Okay. Good.
I guess I'll put something else on her after. How good's your magic, bitch?
So that doesn't happen. Put a different relic on, like.
I can put the what was it called? Oh well, I can't remember what it's called, but we'll find it in a minute.
Right.
But I can put that on, and it will nullify that attack against me.
Mm-hmm.
Take that off. And let's see, where is it? Petrifier, jewelry. Defense against dark and petrify, so they can't give me the goggles, but I already had it when I put that on, so that's the reason why that's still there. Now I'm out. So,
and it'll probably just be a bunch of those enemies, right, that you have to fight?
I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to go through there pretty quickly with my Genji glove, but
guess you just run every time. Or it probably won't let you will it.
Was that?
Just try and run from every fight.
I could try, but
then you won't be getting XP and stuff either.
Yeah.
And you have 6 minutes, so I'm assuming you can make it to the kid pretty quick.
I should be able to. So don't waste a bunch of steps, you know?
Yeah. Biakatiak. Ouch.
Horrible. Horrible. That was helpful.
Is she just going to do that every time? Or is that just part of your sword?
That's part of the sword. It does that. On occasion, it will hit and then cast eyes.
Gotcha.
Oh, when it does it again. If not, it would have been an extra turn.
Wasted more time.
Yeah. You'll run. Okay. Chest. Tincture. Tincture.
Tincture. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be the same thing every time. So it's a good thing we put that on. Yeah, drain me, motherfucker. There you.
Yeah, shit.
The damage shit. So, yeah, I think magic will be easier on kill everything. Maybe.
Well, kind of.
Maybe, yeah. You might need to do some cure in between fights. Well, I guess you have a bunch of potions still, don't you?
I do, but you can cure during a battle.
From the when you're not in a fight, you can use it on yourself, right?
Yeah.
But that probably uses time, doesn't it?
A couple more times, yeah.
Okay.
Fuck.
Son of a bitch.
I think I healed, huh?
Son of a bitch, yeah. That's
Son
just
of a
4
bitch.
then, guys. These guys don't really do a lot. Never mind.
They die in one hit, though. So
Oh, that's true,
it's
yeah,
gonna be
they're
like
weak.
a total round of 4 rounds, you know, so.
And they just randomly take damage.
I think it's because they're spirits or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Undead.
Yeah. They're fighting. Maybe their attacks just drain them or something.
Like necromancy.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a good experience for her, though. 1,000.
Yeah. PM Stalker. Maybe it's because it's daytime. We're losing. Losing health.
Damn it.
Don't need to go downstairs.
Well, there's another chest over here.
Okay.
I'm not sure where the kid's at. I think
Scorpion. Uh-oh. Doomsting. Oh, well, that fucking sucks. Does that go away after?
the battle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So hopefully you can kill him quick enough.
I should be able to.
Oh, they seem super weak, yeah.
I should probably heal myself, honestly.
Yeah.
I'll wait, because that cure is not going to do much.
Yeah.
It'll be a waste, really.
Just use potions instead.
Damn it. I think the kid is downstairs, actually. This is horrible. She was better off with the fucking Genji glove.
Mm-hmm.
It's not once have they used stone on me. Or rock.
Yeah. Net, what's that gonna do?
That stops me
Completely?
for a period of time.
Well, fuck.
Welcome to the impending doom as Saban drops a fucking house on top of me in less than a minute and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how this pans out.
Of course there's monsters.
Of course, it has to be monsters. Hey, look at that. Minute 17 left.
Mm-hmm. Rocked ya. Yeah.
Yeah. Take that, bitch.
Pranked ya. At least you can go through that door.
Fuck the chest. Where's the kid? Where's the fucking kid? There he is.
Oh,
God
shit.
damn it.
You have to get out with him too?
I don't know.
Or you just get... Hopefully just get to the kid.
Yeah. I hope. Kill.
Please all die. Shit. Alright,
Was
one
that not
more
close
should be able
enough?
to do it.
Oh, fuck. They don't kill me first.
Mm-hmm.
I'm banking on it. I'm dead.
Son of a bitch, dude. Guess he'll just... Oh, I guess he'll just go down that hallway.
Well,
That fucked you.
I think that first room has a chest you can actually open for an item. This second room had the monster in the box.
Mm-hmm.
And the chest on top and bottom did not.
Guess the one to the left of the kid up there did. That was what the fight you just had. And then the fight in the room that goes downstairs was from a monster in a box.
Yeah. Just trying to remember the pattern
Yeah.
of chests I can pick up.
Hey, trial and error.
She is weak. She's weak right now.
Yeah, she's not
She needs to.
leveled as much as she could be.
She's technically like 5 or 6 levels behind everybody.
Yeah. Well, she wasn't part of your party for a while, so that'll happen.
Traitorous bitch.
Mm-hmm. Fucking bitch.
Wolfgang dead.
Hey, she learned ice too.
Deja vu. She learned ice too, but that's one of the spells that she automatically learns. Ice 2.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Right now it's Bolt 2 on him, which she can learn that from him.
Yeah.
So let's get fire in there. That'll be drained. That'll take forever also. Let's do that one. Soren.
Oh, have you ever heard that debate of, is water wet?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Always love that. Did you know there, like 20% of people think that peanut butter is green? Yeah.
How? Why?
I don't know. But it's a real thing. Like it's a real statistic that 20% of people think peanut butter is green. I'm like, what?
What?
Yeah, exactly.
What? No.
Oh, and this is a true 50-50 thing. Like half people do this thing this way, and the other half do it the other way.
Like the Mandela effect or something?
Do you sit down or stand up to wipe your butt after all poo-poo?
I've done both. I'm not ashamed.
Yeah. But yeah, half of the population sits down, the other half of the population stands up to poop. I mean, not poop, but wipe.
Should I keep the sprint shoes on or off?
You're much faster with them.
I have the Genji glove and the dark petrified bullshit.
Oh. Well, they did cast stone on you again. That one, the rock on you. Yeah. So I'd keep it on. And the Genji glove will make the fights go faster. Yeah. So, yeah, there you go.
That'll be good.
As long as you have one thing that makes you faster, and the Genji glove will do it. So.
This will be easier to pinpoint my turns and everything.
That too. Yeah. Don't think about that. You won't get caught up on as much stuff.
Yeah.
It's still a nice speed. It's not like super slow whenever you don't have the sprint shoes. It's just for areas where you got to move around a lot, where it's like, okay, I'll take them.
Yeah.
Whack, mother. Yeah, it's going actually way faster with the Genji glove.
I've noticed the flame saber so far has done like, well, except for the hermit crabs, the most damage.
Yeah, always got a shell on.
Yeah, true enough. True enough.
Yeah. The ghost guys that did 730 to it with the flame sword. It was doing like 200 or 300 with the whatever the hell else you were using.
That was a heal rod.
Yeah.
Chest in here. Hoping it's not a monster.
There we go. There was a monster in there, not in the chest.
Of course.
Stuck up on you. Hee. I'll drain you for nothing.
You can take 6 points of damage.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
She's known as the Ice Queen, but she uses an ice sword. It's weak and stupid as fuck.
She's actually using a flame saber and a flail.
Yeah. It might just be these monsters, you know? They're just weaker to fire. It makes sense. Ghosts are cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Flame sword is flame saber is fucking shit. That chest had something in it. Yeah.
And that one was
that one was a monster.
We didn't check that one down there.
Yeah, you can actually go through that door, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Keeps you from going down the hallway at least. Dead. That was definitely dead.
Yeah. Too bad they couldn't separate the tags there.
Yeah.
Could have decided.
It's like, damn it, we should have. It's like, too bad we didn't start with Gao and he just do fire 2 every fucking time and annihilate everyone. It's just like.
Why don't you kill everybody with
Templar. And hope he does fire 2 every time.
As soon as we find the belt, we can find Gao again.
Oh, does that? He just goes back there.
Yeah, it's like his home, you know. He turns back there.
Is there a chest on the right side at all? Or?
I don't think so.
Okay.
The monster.
Yeah.
More scorpions.
Well, they'll be dead. Dead.
I need to heal after this battle. Get.
There any have you ever been much into competitive games like multiplayer and stuff like that?
A little bit.
Versus stuff.
Sometimes.
Yeah. I don't know which games have you played with stuff like that.
Well, back in the day, my brother and I played GoldenEye, so we played a couple, first-person shooter competitives, and then some racing, but mostly like Mario Kart. So there's a chest down there. I have time to get it.
That one is probably something. Yeah.
Trainer. That one to the left over here is a monster box.
Yeah.
I'll just skip it.
Yeah, this fight will be done.
Sometimes when you kill the monster box, you do get the item after it, though.
Gotcha. Yeah, the first time I ever played any kind of shooter, I was probably like 11 or 12. Stayed the night at a friend's house.
8 or 9.
Played Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare is what I played, and Halo 3. Those were the first shooters I ever played. Same night.
Well, the very first shooter I ever played was Doom.
Well, I did play GoldenEye back in the day, but I was really young when I played it, so I didn't really remember it all that much. But I remember playing it. But yeah, I you do have to make it out with him.
That seems that way.
But yeah, Halo 3 I wasn't as good at. The friend that I was staying the night with, and my friends Justin and Austin are staying the night there with me. The friend that we were staying with, he played a lot of Halo, so he was good at Halo. But I got second consistently, and won a few times. But Call of Duty, I've never played Call of Duty before in my life, and I annihilated. I was just like,
I'm glad I kept that on there because you just used
rock on you. Yeah, man. Yeah, Call of Duty was so fun. I was like, this is awesome.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope I make it.
I was so happy, and I was like, this is fucking cool. So if she can't run, you're gonna do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
This would be faster.
Yeah. Maybe now you switch it from glove to shoes?
I thought about it, but that might take too many seconds.
Oh, it might. You're right.
I'm pretty close to it right now as it is.
Yeah.
And
I think you're gonna
make it. It seems like it might be doing a script where there's, of course, that one battle.
Uh-huh.
I should be able to run.
Yeah. Oh, 5 seconds. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh my god, they killed him.
Right at the same time.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Throw the kid. Just throw the kid.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Celeste.
you weak. Might have to do some grinding before you get to this spot.
Well, I know it's chest to get now, so I can just run through.
Very true.
Yeah. Trial and error.
Yeah. Yeah, since you know exactly which chest, there you go.
I kind of wonder if the Thunderblade would be the best weapon to use against everybody.
Might as well give it a go.
Switch that one to... Where are you at?
It was,
jewelry.
Yeah.
And keep the sprint shoes.
Try it. Try no Genji glove this time.
Yeah.
If the Thunderblade strong enough, then maybe.
It's the same battle power, but
I guess
it might do better with elemental power.
I guess we'll see with the first ghost guy you hit. If it does less than 700, just put that slight flame sword back on. Yeah. Because
I wonder if it'll do more against those rocks, because the ghost guys die at like 300 HP.
They're weak. Yeah, they're weak anyways. Yeah. Very true.
They're pretty weak.
So yeah, if it does more than the hermit crabs, then you'll be in business. You'll be like, fuck all y'all. Did it in no time. You'll do it with like 2 minutes left. And what the hell is that line of like dead animal? And then it looks like guts and stuff.
It's Kafka's Tower.
Oh, is it really?
Mm-hmm. Here. I'm gonna heal right now. Arrange. Save. We'll be just fine this time though. Watch, we'll make it just fine.
Yeah. As soon as you get into town, shit starts going down.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell even caused that?
This house collapsing. Because this is a town that had the light of justice, or
Oh, that.
Kafka's
Yeah.
justice light, or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Inaru's God beam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He'd literally just make a bunch of lightning come down that made it just look like a giant blue beam that came down and
Yeah.
just basically
Just fuck shit up.
yeah, annihilated the person. That's what would happen in One Piece.
Wow. Way less damage.
It was awesome because the last person standing, because Luffy is somewhere else, from the whole crew fighting Inaru,
Yeah.
the lightning guy, is Nami, the navigator, the girl. She's like, you know, we're scared of her mind, but she's just like, she acts like she's on his side, like she'll help him navigate because he made a giant ship made out of gold, where he's trying to fly to the moon because he's trying to become, because he's like, I'm already king of this. He's like, I'm already God, king of the skies. He's like, now I need to take over more. So he's like, I'm going to become god of the moon. Is basically what he's trying to do. So yeah, he's trying to do that, and he needs a navigator. So she's just like, yeah, sure, I'll work with you.
Yeah, I'll go
That's
for
just her trying to stay alive. She's, but then yeah, she's like, she's super happy when Luffy shows up, and he does like a giant lightning attack out of his hand, and it shows Luffy just kind of standing. He just blinks after it's done. He's just like, and Enel, he's called two different things, Enel and Inaru. He likes to be called Inaru whenever he's in the position of God. His actual name's Enel. But he's like, did I miss?
That worked. That was fast.
Yeah.
It's just they're gonna do the rock thing.
And die. Yeah.
I used to every time.
Yeah. But he after the attack, that he's like, did I miss him? But actually, he didn't. He just it's just Luffy. He made out of rubber.
The tincture we can probably forget, but
And then he's like, and then he just lets Luffy come to attack him because he's just like, he'll just go right through me. I made out of lightning.
yeah.
And then Luffy hits him in the in the stomach, and it's hilarious, the look on his face. He also has his earlobes. This character, hang all the way down here, like past his shoulder.
Oh wow.
Both of them.
Like Aborigine.
Yeah, which because he's a sky person, he's from the cities in the sky from Skypiea. They all have wings on their backs. They can't actually fly, but they have little wings. He doesn't have wings though. He has this ring with these 3 like yellow orbs on it.
Yeah.
One of the orbs is up here above his head on this ring, and the other 2 are like out here above his shoulders. And the other part of the ring is inside of his back, like right below the shoulder blades.
Oh.
And it's like, and he has so much power that like Sky Island he came from, he destroyed that entire island, and came to this Sky Island and took over.
Wow.
Because he was tired of his own people. He's just like, I don't like any of you. I'm going to destroy the entire island. He killed everyone. And then he comes and he takes over. But there's a fan art that someone did where it shows him with his wings, and then it shows him without his wings, and it's like scarred and like bloody and stuff. Like his rings like ripped out of him or something. And then it shows him with the ring with the 3 orbs in. And someone was like, this actually makes me really sad. But he was actually a really badass villain. There's actually in the manga I saw, they have a side story of him where he actually does make it to the moon and his ship after Luffy beats him, because he does still get in his ship and run away after he gets beat.
This a trainer.
Yeah.
It's gotta be good.
But yeah, he just runs off. And
Yeah.
there's robots on the moon.
Ooh. Robots?
And there's space pirates that are fighting these robots. The robots are impervious to his damage because he's lightning, you know,
Yeah.
and they just kind of absorb it. They're like, "Oh, thanks for supercharging me, dude," kind of a thing. But the robots can't beat him either because he's made out of electricity. But the space pirates are trying to take over the moon, and he's like, "No, that's what I'm here for." So he fights all the space pirates, and he fucks them up.
Yeah.
And and the robots crown him king. So he's a kingdom over robots. Yeah. There's a lot of fans who hope he shows up at the end, and like later in the series and stuff like that. He decides to come back, but the robots are actually in the side story kind of show him compassion and stuff like that. Actually, kind of make him nice and stuff like that too. So they think he might.
Tincture real quick one as well. It's right there, you know.
Oh, that one right there. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to run from this one.
Nah.
I'm gonna have to fight him level 1. That's how I'm gonna do it with these guys.
They're trying. They're hoping he comes back as a good guy and will help Luffy.
Right. Sweet.
Because he is fucking powerful. He has one of the most powerful devil fruits of all time. So, and he really knows how to use it. He can move basically at the speed of light because it's lightning speed. You know.
Watch this. 8-bit destruction or 16-bit destruction.
Yeah. Well, like a little bit collapse.
Yeah. Right.
Oh. You think of another thing like the world's gonna sound?
I'm play it off. Like,
I'm Jean-Claude Van Damme, motherfucker.
Bring it on.
God. Right now they're trying to save Merman Island. Fishman Island is what they're trying to save.
Oh, really?
One Piece, yeah. So they're literally at the bottom of the seafloor. Yeah, there's mermaids and fishmen. Fishmen can breathe air and water, and they're strong in the water. There's actually an evil fishman that Zoro, the swordsman, fought. And the guy's like, because Zoro doesn't have any devil fruit powers, he can swim freely in the water, he just can't breathe.
Right.
But the guy was the evil fishman. That's the main antagonist of this arc, is surprised because Zoro fucks him up underwater. And fishmen are strong. Like, even outside of the water, they have super strength. But in the water, they can swim at like crazy fast speeds, and they're even stronger compared to humans who are slower underwater normally. And Zoro still fucks his shit up, so he has to like run away, and he's like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Check that off now.
Also, in the time skip, one of Zoro's eyes now has a scar over it, and he doesn't open that eye. So people are like, either his eye's missing after the time skip for some reason, something happened during the 2-year span that we didn't see, or he had attacks back when he had both eyes. Whenever he'd do them, he'd pull out he does the 3 sword. He has one in his mouth, and he'd do a stance that would make him look like he had 6 arms, and attack with 6 arms that he did to a guy. But whenever he'd do these crazy special attacks like that, the eye that's cut over and closed now all the time, you'd see black and just his pupil glowing red, while the other eye still looked normal. So people are like, he might have a special power in that eye that he can't control, and that's why he keeps it closed all the time when he's saving it for whenever he does learn to control it, or for a life or death situation.
Right.
So, because anytime he's ever done a crazy attack like that, where they see his eye like that, they're like, you know, they freak out like they know something, like he's a demon or something, like he's some demon of legend or something like that. And then he beats him with that attack every time his eye looks like that. But now we don't get to see that eye because it's it's always closed. Yeah, it's got a scar and it's closed. So it's like, which I'm hoping he really does have a.
So that's the new one. RL. XY.
Refreshes other party members. What does that do?
We'll see here in a second.
Does he heal everybody?
I think it is. I think it's like a light heal or something.
Yeah.
So to the east you'll find Silver Trench. Where the east you'll find the village of Mobile is. Boy, the line of judgment really fried that down. So that'll be our next destination, Mobliz.
Yeah.
In our next episode.
Mobiles, Alabama.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're going there.
Yeah.
We better get in the car now.
Yeah.
Shit.